and we have another video here, and this topic is actually one of the most requested configurations on the topic of pfsense. It's how to install pfsense on VirtualBox. So yeah, I know most of us that have the extra hardware for the dedicated physical setup of pfsense. So our option is to install it via VirtualBox or VMware or Citrix or any virtualization platform that we have. Okay, so let's start. So I have here my simple network diagram, the actual network layout that I have. So we have here the internet, then our ISP modem or router, and I have here my desktop. So it could be your desktop or your server, and we want to install the pfsense here via VirtualBox. And of course I have my switch and the test laptop or desktop, and I also have an virtual machine also installed on VirtualBox, which is it so happened it's Kubuntu. Okay, so of course from internet uh, we are connected from the ISP or the modem router, so you already know that. So from our ISP modem router, the connection should be directly connected to the computer that you're using, and just make sure that your computer or your server has enough resources to run a virtual machine like the pfsense. So make sure that you have enough processing power and the memory, the RAM. Okay, so in your computer, on your desktop, on your or server, it must have two network cards. It could be or two dedicated or built-in network cards, or a separate or a discrete or the external network cards or external NIC. Okay, so on my setup it so happened that I have two Intel gigabit uh, network adapter, which is both built-in. So if so happen that you just have one built-in network adapter on your computer or on your server, just install another one. So it is required that you must have two network adapter on your computer or server that you are going to use. Okay, so once you have those requirements, we're good to go. So as you can see, there's no fancy setup here. The network is so simple, and if your network is kinda complicated, maybe this video should could be still useful just for the reference or the idea. Okay, so I have here my desktop, and I have two network cards, which so happen that it's the two Intel. It's here. Okay, so as you can see, I labeled the one and the LAN. So the one port or the one network adapter is the 82574L adapter, and the LAN is the 82578DM. So just do your job on your part. Just identify which network adapter is you're going to use as one, and the LAN port on your computer. So I just did on my setup that I want this one uh, this one to be my 1, and this network adapter to be my LAN. Okay. And the next is from your ISP or modem router, uh, connect a RJ network cable to your 1 port on your computer, on your pfSense server, and then from the LAN port connect it to the switch, and then from switch you will connect all your laptops or your computers or desktop or other servers. Okay, so just that simple. So again, from ISP modem router to 1, and then from LAN to your switch, and then from your switch to your client computers or laptop and desktops. Alright, so we're done with that. You already saw my network setup, and let's go now to installing the pfSense on VirtualBox. So I already did installed here VirtualBox, and I already installed the Kubuntu desktop, and now we have to install pfSense from scratch. So you will see the settings and everything. Okay, so let's create a new virtual machine. Let's name it pfSense, and it should be a BSD. Version is free BSD, and I get the 64-bit installer. That's why I select the free BSD 64-bit here, because I have 64-bit pfSense installer. Click next, and the memory size 512 MB is fine. So this is just a test setup, so it should be fine. Create a virtual hard disk. Next, and create, and then next is go here in settings, system. You might add a processor, so I'll make it a dual core, and 512 MB memory. Go here at the storage, click this this icon here, empty, and then click here and browse for your pfSense installer. And for me, I'm going to use the 2.1.4 64-bit, and open. And the network. Okay, so you have to as a default, we have one network adapter enabled, and it is attached as NAT settings. So we must add one more network adapter. So we must click here on adapter 2, enable network adapter, and I think this is the most important part of the settings, because I received some messages from you guys that after you installed pfSense on VirtualBox, you can't access the web UI, so you can go through the setup. So I think it's on this setup here that you are missing. So just try to follow this setup, and I will show you that it works fine. Okay, so I just enabled adapter 2 and adapter 1, so we have two adapters now. And adapter 1, I'll select the bridge adapter, and this adapter 1, I want to set up this bridge adapter 1 as the 1 here. So it's the 1, Network adapter is 82574L, so this one, and this adapter 2 must be bridge also, and it should be the another network adapter. Okay, so as you can see, I followed the plan here, or the layout that I have here. Okay, so once it is done, we can click OK. Again, enable two adapters, make it bridge, then select the one, and then select the LAN adapter. Click OK. And now we're ready to install pfSense. Click Start. Okay. So we are now installing pfSense on VirtualBox. Okay, so before the time runs out, you will click or press I to install. Accept. Quick and easy install. Okay. Excuse me. Then yeah, just wait for a while. Standard. And we are done. So just click reboot, and then get ready to remove the ISO or the installer. So once it is started, remove the installer and it will boot up. Press F1, number 1, oops, sorry. Okay, that's better. Okay, do you want to set up VLAN? No. As you can see here, it's the EM0 and EM1, and I know that this EM0 should be my 1, and the LAN should be the EM1. Enter. Yes, I want to proceed. And we are done. Okay, so what's next? So what's next is, of course, let's access the web configuration. Proceed. So as you can see, guys, I have no problem accessing the IP of the web UI for the web configurations. So it is because I set up it here correct. Okay, so just in case you are having trouble accessing the IP or the web configuration of your pfSense, just try to check the adapter settings here. So in my setup, the bridge adapter, and selecting the uh, uh, right adapter on my computer here, so it works on my setup. Maybe if that doesn't work on your setup, just try to change the something here to net or internal. Just play with it. Just but for my setup, I just bridge adapter. Bridge settings works fine. Okay, so admin and the default password. Click next. Let's say pfsense. I am a super user. You can change this details the way you like. Time zone, I'm from Asia, Manila. I'm from Philippines. And next, you don't have to touch anything here. I advise that you just use the default settings, as you can see on my setups, just to avoid headaches. Okay, just select a admin password. You can retain the same password, or just change it to your password that you prefer. Reload. And right now I am pinging the 192.168.1.1, which is the LAN IP of my pfsense. This one. So we are having a reply. So we don't, that means that we don't have any problem with the network connections to our pfsense, which is running on VirtualBox. Right here. Okay, so click here to continue. The next thing that you must do is to reboot or restart your pfsense. You can do that here, diagnostic, reboot, or you can go here on your pfsense and press 5, say yes. And now it's restarting. And as you can see here, this is the ping results to that IP, the pfsense IP, the default IP. Yeah, it should show us a timeout, request timeout, and you can see here it's still rebooting. Okay, it's back online. And yes, we have E1 IP and LAN IP, all good. Then we have to refresh this and log in again. try to have the traffic grabs here. Okay, so yeah, we have no problem installing pfsense on VirtualBox, and we access the uh, web configuration, and we have a ping here, and I also have of course we have uh, internet connections, internet connectivity here. Let's try. Yeah, we have it all good. Let's try to ping google.com. Okay, we're all good. And let's try if it works also on workstations. Like let's test the configs here on the laptop that I have here, but the on the virtual machine that I have, the Kubuntu. Let's try first on the laptop, which is a physical laptop, not a virtual machine. Okay, let me give me a second. Let me hook up a internet cable, LAN cable on this laptop. So as you can see, I didn't change anything here. I didn't change any configurations yet on my pfsense. So it's all running on default settings, default setup. Okay, I have my laptop. We can check it here on the HCP leases. Okay, so this is the laptop, physical laptop that I have, that I just plug into the network. This one. Okay, and it automatically detects the pfsense server, and pfsense having no problem giving an IP on this laptop and giving servicing internet connectivity on this. Okay, and now let's try the our Kubuntu virtual machine. Let's start this. Okay, give me a second. Let me shut down this first. Let me add. Okay, just that, then start it again. So while it's starting, let's check the settings here. So the settings of this virtual machine, the Kubuntu, the network, of course, I set this also as bridge settings, a bridge adapter, and also pointed to the LAN network adapter that we have. Okay, if you remember, the one adapter is the 74L, and the LAN adapter is the 8DM, this one. So since the laptop, the physical laptop, and other devices should be connected to the LAN network of the pfsense, so in this case of the virtual machine, the Kubuntu, I pointed it to the LAN adapter as bridge. Okay, let's log in. Mhm. Let me clear that. Okay, so this machine should get an IP automatically because our pfSense is servicing, or the DHCP server is enabled on the LAN interface, so it should give uh, our Kubuntu an IP. Let's check on, yeah, so you can see here we can confirm that through here, this one. So this is the Kubuntu machine, and it has the IP of 192.168.1.10 from our pfSense server, our pfSense router. Okay, of course you want to check if it can access internet, right? Yeah, let's check it. Let's confirm that we are able to access the internet. Come on. Okay, let's go to youtube.com/. Okay, you can see it clear. We have internet connection. Okay, how about, can we access the web configuration or the, whoa, let's confirm it. We can access pfSense web config from web UI from here. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, we can access pfSense, and we have internet connection, and I can confirm from my laptop here, which I cannot show you on the video because it's on it's a physical laptop, it's a physical computer, that I also have connectivity to pfSense and internet, the same with this a virtual machine that we have. Okay, so yeah, I think that concludes this video. We have successfully installed the pfSense on virtual machine, and it just worked just fine. Just make sure that you set the network settings right. So from the start here, the layout, and also the layout in here, on the settings here in our virtual machine. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I hope this video was able to help you somehow, and if you just still have additional questions and clarifications, just leave your comments on the comments section. Okay, if you like this video, just hit like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.